Hi guys, and welcome to today's video. So today's video is going to be part 3 of my Valentine's Day date perfumes. I keep wanting to say date night, but if you saw my other 2 videos, you know I started with my daytime, then I went into nighttime, and now we're going into cuddling. So now we are home, we are cuddling, whether that's cuddling in front of the TV, a little Netflix and chill, cuddling in front of a fireplace, whether that's traditional or electric. Also morning, like the day after, next day, cuddling. I have a scent for every situation. And this is the tag video that was started by Anna Absolute and Amber Chantel. They did like a top cuddling perfume tag, and I think they called it like cuffing season. So that is what these 10 are, and I'm going to try not to be repetitive because I did kind of group these. Of course you can wear perfume whenever you want, but I'm just going to give you scenarios of, you know, why I picked these as my cuddling perfumes and when I can totally see myself reaching for it. But let's go ahead and get into the perfume list. The first 3 I'm going to mention, to me, are more of your cooler to cold weather scents. These are more cuddling under a blanket. Maybe it's, you know, like cold outside and you're cuddling like in front of a fireplace or maybe in front of a fire pit. That's what these first few vibe to me. Again, you can wear them whenever you want, but that's a scenario that I am painting for you today. And the first one we're going to talk about is Casablanca by Swiss Arabian. And this to me is just a beautiful, I like to call this like a summer fall gourmand. It's a caramel apple. The apple in here, to my nose, is very green and crisp. This reminds me of those caramel dipped apple, like biting into one of those, because the apple is just in here. It's just a crisp green apple and then a sweet sticky caramel. There is grape in here, which I do not pick up, and iris. What I get the most out of this scent in the opening is that crisp apple, and then as it dries down, I get more of that caramel, and then I do get like the patchouli and the musk and like the woody notes as this dries down. Great performing, a beautiful scent. If you don't want to choke the person out, don't spray a lot, but definitely a good one for cooler to cold weather when you want to cuddle under a blanket. And again, that is Casablanca by Swiss Arabian. All right, next is Dolce & Gabbana's The Only One. And this is another caramel scent, but this has a brightness in the opening from the orange. And then when this dries down, what I get the most is the orange blossom, the caramel, the vanilla, and the coffee. I do pick up the coffee really well in this perfume. This is definitely one you can wear year round, but this to me is a beautiful cooler weather scent. Maybe not cold, but definitely something that falls along the lines of Casablanca, more of like your Florida fall, where it's not hot, but it's also not cold. It's like nice cool weather. And again, there's iris, there's pear, there is a little bit of a juiciness in the middle. That's probably from the pear. There's just other scents that I have pear in it where I pick it up more. For me, what I get the most out of this one is the orange in the opening with the bergamot. And then this does transition to more of an orange blossom coffee scent to me, and then it's got a little bit of the sweetness from like the pear, caramel, vanilla. I don't pick up the other notes in here. I don't really get the patchouli in this one. For me, the patchouli is very well blended, but this is just, I think, a great under the cover kind of scent. And again, that is Dolce & Gabbana's The Only One. All right, these next 2 are definitely on the sweeter side. You're probably gonna wanna wear these when it's a little bit colder, but these to me totally give me cuddly vibes, and that's both of the Girl of Nows by Elie Saab. We have the original and Shine. Now these do smell very similar. You don't need both, but instead of 100 ml, I just decided to get 250 mils because this one just has a little bit more of a juiciness from the pineapple, and it comes off a little bit more cherry almond on my skin. And then this one's a little bit more, I mean, they're both nutty, but this one, I don't know if it's the pistachio in here, because I mean, I don't smell this and go, ooh, it smells like pistachio, but this one's a little bit more nutty to me. anytime I wear these, I always get at least one compliment. These are just super feminine to me, and I like to smell more feminine and less complex when I'm cuddling, just because Dennis isn't used to complex scents. So none of these are overly complex. So again, these are the Girl of Now's, and this is Girl of Now Shine, and this is Girl of Now, the original. Okay, so this next one is kind of like my After the Rain scent. I know that sounds silly, but I don't know what it is when it's cloudy outside. Like today would be a perfect day because it's cloudy. That's why the lighting in here isn't the best. But this is a scent that whenever it's cloudy, I don't know what it is, I gravitate towards this scent. And that is Marc Jacobs Decadence Oh So Decadent. And this is, it's just, it smells like After the Rain. Like it's very After the Rain. I never used to get the pear in here, but this has gotten sweeter now that I've had it for like over a year. This has gotten sweeter. But this, I've always said, reminds me of like the greenery that you see whenever you see movies that are in Ireland. Just a green I've never been to Ireland, but when I spray this, I think of those movies. Like P.S. I Love You, when she goes visiting and she meets the guy. If you guys haven't seen it, you should watch it. But it is a tearjerker. This is what I imagine she would be wearing. What's her name in that movie? It's Holly, played by Hilary Swank. And she's married to Gerald Butler in the movie. But it's just that green pasture where she's like standing and looking out. But I could almost see it like After the Rain. And I think this is the ultimate cuddly scent. Cuddling doesn't have to be with someone. It could be on your own. This is a little bit more day for me though than it is night. It is sweeter to me now, so I can't spray as much as I used to, because when I first got this, it was a little bit more fresh. But now there's just this sweet greenness to it, but it's not weird like it was in my Aura perfume. This is beautiful. This got actually prettier, but this is to me the ultimate After the Rain cuddling scent. So these next two for me are the day after, but these are cuddling scents, but I imagine like under these beautiful white sheets, you know, the sun's peeking through. These two next scents to me are like that kind of cuddling. And actually these next three, I would say these next three, and that is Manguerlan, the Eau de Parfum, Cloud, and Fresh Cream and Warm Cashmere. These three, first of all, these two especially are bedtime scents. Yes, this is a very simple vanilla coconut scent, but it's not overly coconut. But this has notes of, this is Philosophy's Fresh Cream and Warm Cashmere. This is one that once I'm done with this little bottle, I do want to pick up a larger bottle of. But this is vanilla, coconut, sandalwood, cashmere, and musk. This doesn't get too musky on my skin. This is like the perfect balance between vanilla and coconut. Like it doesn't come off too coconutty or too vanilla. This is beautifully, I didn't think I would like this. When I got the set of these, this was the one that I thought I was gonna like the least, and it's actually the one that I like the most. It came with like Amazing Grace, Ballet Rose, Rose Nude, like all of the famous Philosophy Grace perfumes, and this one ended up really being one of my favorites. And again, that's the Fresh Cream and Warm Cashmere, and this is a total the next day cuddling sesh. This might be like round 2, round 3, I don't know, when you wake up, but that's one of them. Then we have Cloud. This is the ultimate bedtime scent for me. I think I will always repurchase Cloud, but this is a big bottle because I find it so comforting for bed. Like this is a beautiful, sweet, fluffy, airy lavender scent. I do pick up the lavender really well in this one, and it's just light and airy, kind of like Manguerlan has it, very feminine and airy. That's how Cloud is. And this is one that, again, it's the next day, the next morning, you know, that's the kind of cuddling sesh I see with this one. This one, definitely a cuddling one. I would say maybe night and then day. This might be both. This is another pretty sweet lavender scent. This has lavender, bergamot, iris, jasmine, rose, Tahitian vanilla, Australian sandalwood, licorice, patchouli. This is very well blended. Like, I don't get a lot of those notes. This is floral, but I don't smell this and go, oh, that's jasmine or iris or rose. This to me is a very soft, sweet lavender scent. And then, you know, with floral in here, but the floral doesn't come off like sticky or vintage or indolic. It's very pretty and feminine. It's light. It's one that I've already said I can't smell on me after a while, but other people notice it on me, so it's obviously there if they can smell it. I do have to get this one on my clothes. But this is just a beautifully blended, sweet lavender floral scent. And I think it's perfect for nighttime cuddling, but very pretty for next day, day after cuddling. And then these next three, I don't know what it is about these three, but these to me are sexy time cuddling. These are when you want to cuddle and kind of get him to like pounce. That's what these are to me. And the first one is Azzaro's Wanted Girl. And this one shocked me. Like, I thought this was going to be another basic scent, but I don't know what it is about this scent. I love this scent. And that's Sprayer. But this is like the perfect summer gourmand. This isn't overly sweet. The dulce de leche in here is not overpowering. It's done very well. But everything in here is like light. So the dulce de leche is kind of light. The orange blossom in here, the ginger flower. This is one that you can go ham, you can overspray, and it doesn't get too overpowering. It's one that to me is feminine, and again, when you want to cuddle but you want it to go a little further, that's what these next three are. And again, that is Azzaro Wanted Girl. So now we're down to the last two. And these are a little bit more sexy time cuddling. So you guys saw my sexy perfumes, but these are sexy, sensual. They're closer to the skin. They're not going to choke him out kind of cuddling scent. So the first one is Si Passione. And just like the name, this is a very passionate scent. This is like musky. There's a powderiness to this one. This one's fruity, it's fresh, it's feminine. I like to wear more feminine scents when it comes to cuddling with my mate because my mate prefers more feminine scents. This one has pear, blackcurrant, pink pepper, grapefruit. The middle notes are rose, pineapple, heliotrope, jasmine. This has vanilla, cedar, patchouli, and amberwood. The pink pepper in here kind of gives it this little spice that makes it more sexy and more like, again, passionate, more sensual. You kind of know what you're doing when you're wearing this one. Like, when you wear this one, you want him to come a little closer. That's this scent. And again, that is Giorgio Armani's Si Passione. Okay, so then this last one, this one's just sexy. But this, because it sits closer to the skin, is definitely more of a cuddling kind of scent. And that is Van Cleef and Arpels Rose Rouge. And this is, oh my God, this is a lifer for me. This is a boozy rose. And this, I believe, has pink pepper as well, because there's something in here that's kind of sexy. And yes, so this has blackcurrant, pink pepper, bergamot, there's rose, raspberry, and then there's actually vetiver in the middle and the base, but it must be well blended in this one because this is one that doesn't bother Dennis and one that he doesn't find cologne-y. But this also has cacao pod, vanilla, patchouli, benzoin, again, vetiver, and musk. This to me is a spicy, boozy rose scent. I do get the musk and the dry down, and there is something in here that's a little bit bitter that's probably from like the cacao pod. But this, I don't really like get the raspberry or any of these other notes. This is another one that's very beautifully blended. This isn't one where I pick up a lot of the notes, and even though this has vetiver in it, in the middle and the base, I don't really get, I mean, there is an earthiness, but I wonder if that's more so from the patchouli. So again, this is Van Cleef & Arpels Rose Rouge, and this to me falls in the same line as like Si Pasiona. It's more of that sexy cuddle time. This is when you know you want to take cuddle time to the next level. And that's what this scent is. I would say these three. I don't know what it is about Azzaro. This one just stole my heart, but these are more like, I mean, this might do it for me too, just because Dennis likes this one. But yeah, guys, those are my top perfumes for cuddling. Sorry if I was repetitive and kept using my hands. I don't know what that was about. But that's just the energy that I have today. So that is my list. Let me know, what are some of your cuddle time perfumes? And it doesn't have to be with a mate. You could be cuddling with your dog, with your cat, with yourself. I like to get under the blanket when it's raining. I'll put this on after it rains and pop on a chick flick and cuddle under the blanket. So it doesn't have to be necessarily cuffing season. Those are my, cuddle time perfumes, whether that is with your mate, with your dog, with your cat, like it doesn't matter. Just perfumes that totally give me cuddle time vibes. So whatever that may be, what are your top cuddling perfumes? Let me know in the comments below, but that will do it for today's video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.